Okay, all the homework that I've actually asked you to do, right, is actually a build-up, right, to what we are going to cover today. Now, the earlier video that I showed before this TED Talk one, there was one that it showed similar things, you know, the skewed room, the tilted ceiling, the raised floor, the windows, and all kinds of shapes and so on. That experiment was actually done in the 60s.
Wow.
In fact, between the 50s to the 60s. So we have actually known how dependable our senses really are for a very long time. Right? Even Leonardo da Vinci, right, during the time of the Renaissance, he has done paintings, and if you just tilt the painting, there is a hidden message inside. So one of the ways in which we can actually look for a fox's tail, right, is to know that, hey, we are actually very susceptible to being deceived. Right? And because our brain works in certain ways, alright? By the way, how many of you believe that you can see in 3 dimensions? Do you see in 3 dimensions? Yes or no? Who says yes? Raise your hand. Remember, I said this Rexona, so don't worry. Okay. Who believes that we can see in 3 dimensions? Raise your hands.
Yes.
Okay, 1, 2. Who believes that we can't see in 3 dimensions?
No, we can see.
Alright? Now, who knows what the answer is?
Never know with Elijah.
Okay, now actually, we don't see in 3 dimensions. Everything that our eyes transmit to the brain is actually flat. It's 2-dimensional, right? But you say, how come I can see depth, right? I have binocular vision, right? And therefore, when I superimpose, my brain will receive it, I can judge the distance, right? Actually, no. The image that appears in our brain is still 2-dimensional. We are able to judge distance because of experience. That is why when a baby is learning to walk, it falls down so often, because it hasn't learned how to judge distance yet. Right? So we actually only see in 2 dimensions. Okay? So it's something interesting for us to remember, right? That in order for us to be able to find out where this fox's tail is, right, we have got to start being truthful. Okay, I'll leave that with you for a while. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about a fox. Okay? How many of you know something about foxes? There are foxes in this part of the world, there are foxes in the New World, Old World, very much the same, right? Similar. Right? What kind of adjective would you use to describe a fox?
Cunning.
Cunning. Okay, what else? Sorry, anything besides cunning? Adjectives, synonyms. Would you say sly?
Yes.
Okay, cunning. Would you say a fox is intelligent?
Yes.
Very right. Okay. You know that people go out on fox hunts.
Yes.
Is it easy to catch a fox? Not at all. Alright? You know, I mean, you watch the movies, you see those guys on horses and all the dogs and everything, right? The success rate is actually very, very low. Because what a fox does is it can lead you round and round in circles. It will cross streams, it will hide its scent, and the dogs can bay and bark for all they want, they still won't be able to find it. Okay, and if they do find it, the fox made a mistake. Usually, right? But there's one characteristic about a fox that makes it very different from quite a few other animals. When a fox is caught in a trap, what does the fox do?
Pretend it's dead.
Pretend it's dead.
I don't know.
Okay, you don't know. Any other guesses?
You must be quite cunning to do that.
Quite funny. Okay, so you think it pretends to be dead?
Yeah, perhaps because
Perhaps.
it's cunning.
Okay, right. Actually, a fox freezes and doesn't know what else to do when it's caught in a trap. Right? And a lot of those traps they can be full body traps, they can be those traps that just clamp onto the foreleg or hind leg or whatever. Okay? In contrast, you know what a beaver is, right?
Yes.
Beaver, that animal that builds dams and all that. Now, when a beaver is caught in a trap, do you know what it does?
Try to escape.
Try to escape. How?
Fight.
Bite what?
Bite through. No, the beaver always have like two escape route.
Yeah, no, but if it is actually caught in a trap,
Yeah.
alright, I mean you can't drag the trap
Yeah.
around with you, right?
Right.
Yeah, so what does beaver do? You said try to escape, yes? What's this? Bite what?
Bite off his hand.
No.
Absolutely.
Oh, his hand.
Yes. Okay. Do you know that the beaver will actually gnaw its own paw off so that it may lose a paw, but it lives. If a fox is caught in a trap, it knows it's going to die, alright, but it will not do anything. It is just frozen. Okay? So this is a very interesting characteristic, right, about a fox. So if you describe someone as a fox, it may or may not be a good description. Right? Depending on what you mean.
Usually.
Usually it's not right. Okay. Alright? Okay, we're gonna do a golf course.